So my name is Paige, and I've just completed the 49-day Pratyabhijna Solitude Retreat here at Hridaya. And I just want to share my experience with you and share some inspirations of this time and this gift and beauty of solitude. For me, it was a time of beauty, sorrow, practice, fire, devotion, trust, reconnecting, deconstructing, opening to a deeper dimension of my being. For me, it was quite beautiful and challenging being by myself. I was very happy to be by myself, and at the same time, there's so much that came up in the solitude, and especially in relation to memories, to dreams, the future, to my family attachments, desires, and even the difficult things that were coming, the mind, how I was relating to the thoughts, rigidity. In the retreat, I was able to hold it all somehow. So there wasn't so much reactivity in terms of the difficulties. And over time, when you're in solitude for long enough, it just kind of dissolves. What you take to be like a contraction or what's taking you out of the present moment, those things, those attachments, over time, you just stop relating to them in the same way, and they kind of like dissolve, or they come up again, and over the time of solitude, it harmonizes in some way. I don't know how, just through the witnessing and holding it all. So I'd say the most difficult thing for me in that time had a lot to do with forgiveness of myself. There's a lot of things that still was holding on to. Things that I've done, people that I've hurt. So that was an intense process for me, going through forgiveness and mercy for myself. In the 39 days in solitude, as well as the 10 days before and after here in the silent retreat at Hridaya, is, like I said, is like a love story with yourself. Is, as we say at Hridaya, is like a reconnection with the depth of your being. And what this means is just being who you are, like what you already are, meeting that authenticity of just your regular, ordinary, true self, becoming yourself, assuming the naturalness of who you are and the purity of this moment that's eternal, that's always there. This sacredness, recognizing the sacredness of life, of the space that's holding everything that's containing it, of awareness, surrender, all these pointers to that ultimate dimension. It's like not touching anything. There's no need to touch anything, nothing particular. Just being yourself. And it's so simple. There's not a philosophy or technique, really. It's such a vulnerability, and I guess that's how I describe that sorrow at the same time. That sorrow and that longing in the heart, that missing. Also that fire to go beyond a sense of lack or separation in the mind or divisions that get created. And it's like so much the same thing. And I was thinking in my retreat, there's this excerpt from this Rumi book that I read before, and it came to me, and it was just this little story on practice, and it's about this person that was in prison, and they wanted to escape, and they were sent a prayer rug. But what they really wanted was like a crowbar or something to get out. And so they just wanted to escape. So then, of course, they start practicing and start praying. And over so much time, they realize that in the design of the prayer rug is actually the key that fits in the lock. And so what this means is whatever we're doing in practice or in the secrecy with ourselves and the intimacy with ourselves is the key that sets us free, is the grace, is that effort and that longing itself. And for me, that was this retreat. It was like so much determination, aspiration, like fire. And at the same time, it was so simple. It was very naturally like just myself with the longing and intensity, and at the same time, just like a detachment and just being myself, just being.